Hey everybody, long time no see, long time no talk. This video is really a long time in the making. Um, and I've been pretty hesitant to start it. Uh, and I'll kind of get into all that in a second, but I'm just going to jump right into what this video is about, what this series is going to be about. Um, Alcoholism. And I know if you've been around this channel long enough, it's mostly motorcycles, racing, things like that. But for those of you who are here because of the alcoholism video, and are here because you've left comments, you've wanted to know how mom is, you've been in the situation of having an alcoholic family member or loved one, or you yourself are an alcoholic or you're trying to overcome um, alcoholism. I have gotten so many comments and messages from you guys, you men, women, everybody. That's what really surprised me when I started openly talking about alcoholism, is just how vast and wide it affects people. Like, the more like, if you actually open up to people around you in your circle about alcoholism, you'll find that so many more people, you have so much more in common with other people who have either struggled with it or know somebody personally who struggles with it. And it's kind of comforting in a weird way. It's kind of comforting to know, like, hey, I'm not alone. Like, other people are going through this same exact thing. And that's what a lot of you guys have put on the comments, that, you don't feel as alone anymore. And um, because of those comments, I've just felt compelled to actually do something more about it, to be here to talk to you guys about different things, because being somebody who's lived a family member with alcoholism, and I'm sorry, this series is going to be about more geared towards helping people who have family members or loved ones with alcoholism, and trying to tackle certain hurdles or understand certain things, or just try to help yourself, in this situation, or to help your loved one with alcoholism. So this is going to be a multi video series, and I'm just kind of scratching the surface here, but we're going to be talking about dealing with, like, family members during holidays, family members during, like, birthdays, get-togethers, special occasions, important occasions in your life. We're going to talk about trying to help your loved one. We're going to talk about things that you could expect, things that you might walk into, things to take care of yourself, your mental health. And it's going to be a pretty wide ranging series, I guess you could say. I have to put it all down on paper because, being somebody who has, again, had a loved one, my mother, who was an alcoholic. Um, I've learned firsthand everything pretty much that can happen during alcoholism or severe alcoholism. I'm not. My mother was not a functioning alcoholic. So the series is going to be towards those of you who have a non-functioning alcoholic family member or loved one. Because, I mean, there's functioning and non-functioning, and the functioning alcoholics, man, you guys, like, in the terms of alcoholism, you guys are lucky to be a functioning, because non-functioning, it's depressing, scary, sad. The list just goes on. But the functioning ones, you get up, you go to work, come home, drink your drink of choice. Uh, you know, Sometimes it could be a little too much, but I mean, do it again. You go to work the next morning and you're good to go. So but the non-functioning, those are the ones who end up losing their jobs, family, friends, homes, like whatever. But we'll get into all this in the future series. But I just want to pretty much first end the video because I've gotten so many comments and messages from you guys asking how mom's been, asking how mom is. And again, I made this video 5-6 years ago. I don't know, I'd have to go back and look, but I made the video a long time ago when I was at my darkest. The family was at our darkest. You know, we sent mom to rehab so many times. She was in a facility to try to get rehabbed, and nothing was working. So we were just at our darkest, and I just made the video as more of a means to get it off my chest. You know, because I mean, if you go through my video catalog, it's mostly motorcycles, race cars, things like that. So for me to make that video in particular for alcoholism, I mean, it was, I didn't even know whether to post it because, I mean, I don't know, it just felt weird to post that much of my personal life on the internet. But I'm glad I did, because the amount of messages from other people on here who've gone through the same thing, who are alcoholics or who were, you know, going through the steps of, you know, overcoming alcoholism, just reading those comments made me feel good. And that's why I've been compelled to start making this series. And I mean, I know it's a long time coming, and I feel like I'm finally, I guess, in the right place to start talking about it more openly, and actually go more in depth with the real nitty gritty of everything. So look out for more of these videos, somewhere down here, maybe over here, I think. There's going to be a notification bell. Hit the notification bell. I'm going to make a playlist. I still got to figure out what I'm going to title it. Let's come up with a title right now. It's going to be The Steps of Alcoholism, or the Alcoholism Family Playbook. That's what it's going to be. The Alcoholism Family Playbook. That's what we're going to name it, because that's really what it is. It's, you know, you could watch these videos to help you. Hopefully they'll help you. I mean, I wish I had somebody to help us when we were going through this, like, of things to expect and things to help. But yeah, we're going to call it the Alcoholism Family Playbook. And I hope you guys all look forward to the upcoming videos. And again, always drop a comment. I mean, the other alcoholism video, I was pretty much, I just kind of moderate, really, because there's so many people leaving comments, and then other people. It's really kind of like a support group. But it's kind of cool to see other people supporting other people through this whole journey. So, but again, drop comments. You know, I'll try to get back to as many as I can. But yeah, I am going to leave the video by saying mom did pass away in 2019. And alcoholism was a direct factor. She ended up passing away from cancer. She had a mass right here, right in the middle of her chest. And I'm going to say, I mean, I could speculate all day about whether mom knew she had cancer. I mean, mom had depression and everything like that, but I could speculate that mom knew she had cancer and she didn't want to get the treatment for it because she had ovarian cancer over 20 years ago. And that really took a toll on her. So I don't know if she knew she had cancer and she just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I don't know if because of the alcoholism, being an alcoholic, she she wouldn't go to doctor's appointments or anything. So we didn't know that she had it until it was already too, like, so large that finally, I think, my sister like made a doctor's appointment for her and took her in, and then that was it. What was it? February, March, April, May. End of May, she was gone. We had 3 months. So 3 months of being in hospice, essentially. And in those 3 months, really two and a half months of her being sober. But again, this is probably going to be the final chapter in this kind of in the playbook that we're going to call it. But the final chapter is going to be death. But now, not always. All right, now I know there's plenty of alcoholics that have overcome this, but this is just going to be my story. So I know a lot of other people have dealt with family members who have died because of alcoholism. So I am going to include it in here. But probably 2.5 months until her mind really started to go. And but it was kind of nice to have those 2.5 months of mom being sober. But I can tell you right now, of those 2.5 months, she still wanted a drink. And I know when it was happening, we thought, I remember looking at my sister and stuff, and it's like, at this point, might as well, but we didn't. I don't know. Mom more so, she just kind of cracked a joke about wanting a drink. Because I mean, if she really wanted a drink, she would be yelling at my dad and stuff to get her a drink. But again, this is all that's all going to be part of this series, because there was a whole lot of that going on. So yeah, thank you everybody again for sticking around. Hopefully you've stuck around to the end of this video so that we could again tell you guys, go hit the subscribe or whatever if you're not a subscriber. I'm gonna have the link somewhere up here for the other video, the other alcoholism video. But again, hit the notification bell, because I don't have a set schedule of when I'm gonna start putting these videos out. But when I start putting these videos out, they will be on a schedule. So it's not going to be just bounce around. It's going to be on a schedule. I might do it Sunday nights or Mondays. I don't know. I'll see. But we will get into all that in future videos. So thanks everybody for sticking around. And we'll see you in the next Alcoholism Family Playbook. Thanks a lot, guys.